I want to thank everyone for joining us today. In particular, I'm excited to make this announcement about the Rover Library to Go, which is a $2.2 million fund that we've gotten from the United States, working with the Department of Labor. I also want to thank leadership from my delegation companions, Senator Ben Cardin, Senator Chris Van Hollen, my predecessor, Anthony Brown, and as always, Congressman Steny Hoyer for their teamwork and efforts. We've got a delegation that works extremely well together, makes a difference, and brings back resources to the community that make a difference for all of us. And this is a great one here in particular. I'm really excited about this one. When I was a kid, we had, they call it the bookmobile, and it would drive around and go neighborhood to neighborhood, and it bring library books to communities where you didn't have a library there, which was especially important when I was a kid in North Carolina because the libraries were still segregated. And so we had limited access to what we could get to. This is the modern day version of that. This is a mobile library vehicle that will enable the library to deliver directly internet access, technology, books, library services, and other items along those lines to underserved communities and neighborhoods that do not have an accessible permanent public library building like we have in places like this. I'm also excited about, the services it provides, high-speed internet access. I know the Biden administration is working hard to expand that and make it available all over the country. But while we're making that transition, it's clear that, we've got students that need the internet to get their homework done. We've got people who need, when they're seeking benefits from the state and federal government, they need internet access. Frequently, these are applications that have to be filled out online now. If you're applying for jobs or looking for a job, many times these require internet access as well. So we're really pleased to bring these kinds of services and make them available to people all over the county who need them, and make sure that everybody has equal access to these kinds of opportunities. I've got some partners here who have joined us and want to introduce them. I'll start with Dr. Mark Winston. He was the CEO of the county's Memorial Library System. He's also the first Black CEO in the system's 78-year history and a native Marylander. Throughout his career, Dr. Winston has served in many different roles ranging from library management, university faculty, and some consulting at different institutions across the country. He has also received several awards for his research, including the American Library Association's National Award for Achievement in Library Diversity. Without further ado, Dr. Mark Winston.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for this gracious introduction, Representative. I appreciate it. Certainly, we were hoping Senator Van Hollen and Senator Cardin would be able to join us. I'd like to welcome Mr. Simmons, my colleague in the county, someone we actually had the opportunity to meet just this week as we're both in the middle of the budget process in the county. So thank you for being here. Members of the press and guests, thank you everyone for joining us. This Bladensburg Branch Library, and I've been in this position for just over 2.5 months, and I've been told by so many people, you must see Bladensburg. You must see this branch. It's beautiful, and there's no question about it. So first I should recognize the staff who are present. Deb, I'll ask you to, if you would stand, because we have to thank you for hosting us today. Thank you. So we're really excited to share more about the Rover, the Library to Go, and to talk a little bit about the $2.2 million in grant funding from the Department of Labor to carry out this project. It seems to me to make sense to begin by saying a little bit about how Prince George's County residents make use of library resources now, that is before the mobile library is in place. In the library system, and we have 19 branch locations within the county, during FY23, there were 1.1 million visits to library locations in the county. Also, in the use of technology, over 270,000 separate uses of public computers, and then the use of our collections, 1.7 million circulations of print resources and 1.8 million uses of our electronic resources. So we're an actively used organization by members of the county. To say a little bit about where we are with the awarding of the grant, over the 3-year grant period, we are purchasing and building out this mobile job readiness unit. And this will allow us to bring resources such as laptops and books and more to job seekers throughout the county. And the mobile unit is expected to be completed next year, but in preparation, we're building a team of library staff who will work alongside a full-time staff member from Employ Prince George's, with the goal of providing job readiness training, job search assistance, and expand existing workforce programs. So I'd like to take a moment to recognize the current staff working on the project. First, Kamar Roden, who is the Library Systems Central Area Director. Kamar is supervising the mobile unit team, and also here today, Lauren Williams, the tech assistant and part of the team that will be delivering these programs and services. With the team that we will have in place and the Library to Go vehicle, we have 3 main goals for this project. First, we want to augment the services available to residents in what we think of as high urgency communities. And to say a little bit about this, our 3 smallest branches in Baden, Fairmont Heights, Glenarden, and Hillcrest Heights, and also Mount Rainier, serve areas that face particularly high unemployment rates as compared with other parts of the county. And next, while the data indicate that county residents all live within 5 miles of a library location, our goal is to reach community members who, for example, based upon the locations of their homes, they're not within walking distance of branches or don't have direct access to public transportation to get to existing library branches. So we're also working simultaneously to establish permanent branches to meet those needs. But in the meantime, we recognize how important it is to meet residents where they are. We should also say that about a third of last year's deaths on roads in Prince George's County involved pedestrians. And we hope that the mobile unit really will help us to provide so that all of our residents, regardless of how far they live from a library branch location, can safely access life-changing resources and services in our organizations. We also look forward to being able to offer the ecological offset of reliance on personal transportation and customers' associated costs in making those services more directly available in their neighborhoods. And lastly, we hope that the mobile unit will be a lifeline for thousands of residents who don't have home broadband access, as well as to the county's immigrant and refugee populations, which have historically been Hispanic and Latino, but more recently involve Afghan and Syrian refugees as well. And this effort is part of a long-standing commitment to bring digital equity to everyone in our county. So we'd like to extend deepest gratitude to the Congressman and to the staff who have made this effort possible. So I'd like to extend a warm welcome to Walter Simmons from Employ Central.
You know, Rover, the Library to Go is an amazing opportunity for Prince George's County. And we commonly say that Prince George's County is full of opportunities. It's our job to capitalize on them. And Congressman Ivey and the work that our delegation did, they brought the funding opportunity and now is tasked with Prince George's County Memorial Library System and Employ Prince George's to capitalize on that. And I'm happy to be here today because this is an opportunity that the community needs. The pandemic saw Maryland lose 160,000 resident workers from its labor force. 30,000 of those are in Prince George's County. And we can't continue to tell people where the resources are and hope that they will access them. We can't tell people to go online and hope that they have internet. And the Prince George's County Memorial Library System is taking an active role in bringing those resources to the doorsteps and sidewalks to the community members that need them. And this is going to be a tool that we use to bring those 30,000 residents back to the workforce and help fill the 10,000 plus vacant jobs that we have right now. It's an honor to have Employ Prince George's to join the library system in this effort and really to blend two different resources in our community where we have the library, we have the resources, we have education, and now we can bring the workforce development component. So the visionary leadership of our library system is something that needs to be applauded, and the resources and ability to bring back opportunity by Congressman Ivey to Prince George's County is something we definitely need to applaud, and Employ Prince George's is happy to be a partner. We're looking forward to the arrival, and until then, we'll be working with the library system and the workforce staff to ensure that our residents have the skill sets, have the qualifications, and have the resources to be successful. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Simmons. I didn't introduce him. His founding president and CEO of Employ Prince George's Incorporated and the executive director of the Prince George's County Workforce Development Board. Doing an outstanding job. We're really glad to have you here, and it's making a huge difference for the county. I do want to thank all of you all for coming. We should pause and take some questions, or if there are any that any of you all have. Also wanted to recognize Senator Van Hollen, as his staff is present to represent him today. So thank you for sure for him coming out. Did I overlook anybody? I don't think so. Okay. Any questions? All right. Well, let's do the photo with the check. I want to thank all of you all for coming out. This is an exciting team relationship here. I think it's going to be an outstanding partnership between the library system and Employ Prince George's. And I think we're really going to reach lots of Prince Georgians who need the assistance. So thanks so much.